delighted to have this so special day for you, and we brought Winter back for that. So please keep on going through the line, and but join us a moment as we have the privilege today of doing things a little bit differently. We're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance. We're going to do the four-way tests, and we're going to have an inspirational moment. We have Miguel Hernandez and Hennessy Jones, two Denver Kid graduates that are about to graduate that are going to lead us. So stand up and be ready to be inspired. And then we're going to go first, Hennessy, right? And you're going to lead us on the four-way test? Yeah. Great.
The four-way test is the things we think, say, or do. It is the truth. It is the fair to all concerned.
Join us.
Will it build good will and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
Very good. Thank you. And now you're going to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please. Or you're going to lead us.
Yeah, okay. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which we stand, one nation under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all.
And now Miguel will give us an inspirational moment.
Hello, my name is Miguel Hernandez. I'm currently a senior at John F. Kennedy High School. I joined Denver Kids when I was a student in Lake Middle School. I was in the 8th grade. I plan to attend Arapahoe Community College for 2 years, then transfer to a 4-year college. This wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for Denver Kids. Before I knew what Denver Kids was, I was lost and I didn't really care about school. I didn't really think about going or thinking about secondary education. For Denver Kids has exposed me to local college tours and talked to me about all the opportunities that were out there and that I could take advantage of. Denver Kids has set my mind on track to higher education, something that I'd not taken the time to think of very much before the program. My educational counselor, Jesse, has helped me to keep up with my grades by checking them frequently and not mention all the scholarships he keeps telling me to fill out. The doors that Denver Kids has opened for me has been tremendously helpful. Currently, I am the president and one of the founding members of the Student Leadership Council, a group of highly motivated individuals in the Southwest region. We meet once a month and address issues that can be improved not only in the community, but in Denver Kids as well. We also organize events such as College and Career Boot Camp Readiness, which is a chance for juniors and seniors to experience and ask questions to local colleges. Denver Kids is committed to working together as a community toward the common goal, empowering one another to create a positive change, and I'm grateful to be a part of it. Thank you.
Hennessy and Miguel, very well done. Isn't that impressive, the confidence that they both spoke at here at the microphone? It's terrific to see that. Congratulations. Today we have a reduced time for lunch, so speak a lot and speak fast. Enjoy your lunch. But today truly is a special day as we have the graduation of the Denver Kids. So students, if you ever need to buy a car, the person you want to do it for is the secretary of the club, Mr. Brian Geis.
Thank you, Andre. We've got a full schedule today. I'm going to roll right along. We have several guests visiting here today. If you're guests of a Rotarian, would you please stand up and be recognized? We also have visiting Rotarians from all over, from France, from Africa, from a San Diego club, and we have a visiting president-elect from the San Francisco area. David, what club? Say again? Welcome. If you'd all stand up and be recognized, and guests here today, please stand up. I don't have the list in front of me for birthitarians. If your birthday is this week, whether you're a guest or a student, would you please stand up? Birthdays this week? Please stand up. Will? All by yourself. Don, happy birthday. Andre, back to you. Debbie and would you come on up? Thanks.
So we have a guest today, a visiting Rotarian from Burkina Faso, and she is past president and president-elect of her club. And she has brought some gifts that she wanted to present to us. And one of the gifts that she's presenting to me is a shirt, which is a traditional shirt from Burkina Faso, like the one that she's wearing. She also has brought 20 more shirts, and she's going to be back next week. And she says they're free for whoever wants them in exchange for a donation to her club as they're doing projects in her country. And the shirt, la chemise, s'il vous plaît. Merci. It's a beautiful shirt that represents the culture of Burkina Faso, and it is handmade in her country. Sorry? Et votre nom? Regis de Boffner is also a visitor from France, a town about 30 miles outside of Paris. And so his son is studying in Boulder and lives in Erie. And her son is studying in Florida, but is transferring to Colorado and is going to be a student here. And so she's here scouting for housing. So, soyez bienvenus, enchantés, et merci beaucoup. And she also has brought caps that are for the executive committee, and they've got secretary and the treasurer embroidered on the caps. And she also has brought us a banner for her club, and we're going to do the exchange. Because of time constraints, we will not be doing that now. Merci beaucoup. Okay. Sorry? Yes, please. Thank you. Thank you. So, the graduation of Denver kids. Students, you know, one of the most important things that you have right now, I think, is your imagination. And one of the big struggles that you will find is you'll find people like me with our gray hair, and we feel that this gray hair gives us wisdom. And we think that that wisdom is more important than your imagination, your curiosity, your creativity. But I urge you to push forward and persevere and help us understand your points of view too. That is your responsibility, is to help us see the future that you have envisioned. We will caution you with the wisdom that we have acquired, but it is your vision and your imagination that is needed to continue to move this country forward. So today, and let's make sure that I am doing this properly, is Billy, you are next? Yes. So Billy Brown is the current chair of Denver Kids. Billy has also the past president of Denver Active 2030. And one day, if you find yourself being treated by a neurosurgeon that has some very fancy machine, Billy probably sold that machine. So we have a man here that is smarter than the neurosurgeons. Please welcome Billy Brown, chair of Denver Kids.
Well, I hope I didn't offend any neurosurgeons. I am really quite dumber than a neurosurgeon, so we just want your money, I guess. First off, I just wanted to start announcing that we have the seniors. Please get in line here. I guess I'm supposed to make that announcement. We've got over 40 seniors here today. And over 40, and we have 55 plus graduating this year at Denver Kids. So I want to give everyone a really big round of applause for that. The other thing I want to do really quick is something that I have seen done at a church. Every one of my churches, this has happened before, and it's kind of uncomfortable, but I want everybody to do it, so please excuse me. So if you can go to your neighbors. Hello, crowd, everyone. Make sure you're listening to me, please. Pete Wall, thank you. Just go to your neighbor and tell them thank you. Just both sides, just say thank you, neighbor. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Seniors as well, thank you. I just really wanted to recognize the fact that you all could be somewhere else right now. And it's a big deal that we're here today to recognize these seniors. It's a big deal that you have given back to your community to make this community better. And I look at the Rotary members, you all could be doing something different right now. Rotary members could be golfing, playing tennis, playing bridge, whatever else you might want to be doing. And I want to acknowledge the seniors too, because you all could be doing something else right now on Snapchat, Instagram, or just hanging out at your house. It means a lot to me that I could see you guys out there doing something positive and bettering the community. So thank you very much. That is really all I have to say, because I know we want to get done and start eating, but I just, again, wanted to acknowledge that. Actually, you know what? Last thing. All the seniors, go to your neighbor and just say this. If you can believe it, you can achieve it. Say that to each other. Thank you. Trust me, that works. Moving forward, I think we're going to start recognizing the seniors and calling their names. Michelle. What's next? Mark, I want to welcome our Director of Programs, Mark Morgan.
All right, the first student I'd like to recognize is Antonio Salvador. Antonio is looking forward to studying at ACC Automotive Program, where he's going to fulfill his passion of working with cars since he's had as a young student. Antonio has worked hard in high school, both in academics and his support of his family. Antonio has spent many hours helping his father, with his family painting business.
Good afternoon. My name is Krista Lyons, and I'm a counselor in the far northeast. I'd like to introduce Hennessy Jones. Hennessy's been in the program since the 11th grade. She's a brilliant student and a natural-born leader. She's empathetic, caring, and always willing to assist others. Throughout the years, she has consistently demonstrated a strong work ethic and self-advocacy skills. There's no doubt in my mind that when she attends college next year at either Red Rocks Community College or the Community College of Aurora, she will do well. She plans to pursue her degree in speech therapy. And here today is Marianne Williams. Marianne, would you please stand up? Marianne is Hennessy's mentor and has been with the Denver Kids program for 18 years. Hennessy is the second student graduating under Marianne. And Marianne, no pressure, but hopefully we can get another 18 years. Second, I would like to introduce Tatiana Johnson. Tatiana has been in the program for 8 years. She entered as a curious, beautiful, but painfully shy student. However, through her involvement in various service learning projects and participation in the Nathan B. and Florence R. Burt Foundation Board, she eventually found her voice and developed into an exceptional student leader. Tatiana has been accepted at Johnson & Wales, University of Colorado Denver, Western State Colorado University, and Langston University. However, she plans to attend the University of Colorado at Colorado Springs and major in criminal justice. Eventually, she would like to attend law school, become an attorney, and advocate for underrepresented groups. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Darla Hera, and I would like to introduce these lovely individuals. First is Claudia Nunez. She is going to change the world by learning something new from everyone and forwarding that knowledge to help others. I would also like to thank her mentor, Julie Seltz, and Karen Joe, who are here today. Next is Dennis Brooks. He is going to be and model a peaceful person to promote peace in our world. Jessica is going to change the world by enjoying oneself with others in a positive way to reach positive outcomes. She is also going to respect and appreciate everyone. Jordan Chavez. She is going to give people in need advice, being thankful for everything she has and thanking others and volunteering. Her mentor, Lucinda Uval, is here as well. Kiana Hughes. She's going to make the world a better place by volunteering, thanking people, and donating to people in need. And her mentor, Taylor Pardon, is here. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is David Carey. I'm a counselor in the Southeast area, and I've been a counselor for about a year and 5 months. The first student I'm going to introduce to you is Derek Devon. Derek is a senior at Thomas Jefferson High School. His post-secondary plans are to go to a community college, get his grades right, get acclimated, and then move on and try to go to a 4-year school and try to play football and walk on. That's Derek Devon. Next student is Fred Lyons. Fred's a senior at South High School. One of Fred's hobbies is track. He ran track at the SST prior to going to South. Fred is going to go to Mesa for college and possibly run track. Last student is Khalil Banks. He's a senior at South High School. Khalil plans on doing an apprenticeship to become an electrician. And also, he played football at South and basketball. These are my 3 seniors.
Hello, I'm Debbie Dawson-Thomas, and these are 4 of my 7 seniors. These are some pretty awesome facts about each one of them. The first person I'd like to honor is Gabby Medina. Gabby has had a mentor in Denver Kids for 6 years. Unfortunately, she couldn't be with us today. Gabby was reading at the 12th grade level when she was only in the 7th grade. As a result, she has one of the highest ACT scores in the program today. Gabby was also accepted to Fort Lewis College and Metropolitan State University. In addition to going to school full-time, she works at a restaurant, and her dream is to pursue a degree in criminology at Western State, at Fort Lewis. It changed. Sorry, Fort Lewis. The next student I'd like to honor is Isnino Ali. Isnino has had 2 mentors in the Denver Kids program over a 5-year period. Her first mentor flew her to New York City to celebrate her awesome grades. She also co-founded and facilitates a girls group for middle school students. Her dream is to pursue nonprofit work or pre-law studies. Isnino also works at the Home Depot while attending school full-time. My next student is Marie Blanche Nadutu. And I want to again acknowledge Carly, who is her Rotary sponsor. I don't believe she's with us today, but they've been together for the last 2 years. Blanche has been awarded over $38,000 in college scholarships. Her attendance this year is 97%. She is a youth leader at her church, and Blanche plans to pursue a degree in criminology at the University of Denver. And my last student today is Vanessa Estrada Jaime. Vanessa will pursue pre-medical work at the University of Colorado at Denver and aspires to be a pediatrician. She has maintained perfect attendance for all 4 years of high school. She is the secretary of the Mi Gente Club at South High School. Vanessa was a finalist for the Donna Holteen Excellence Award. She works in a nursing home as a dietitian technician, and Vanessa also teaches Sunday school at her church. These are students who have accelerated their potential. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Diana Olivares. I'm a counselor in the Southwest region, and I want to introduce Elidia Salas. Elidia is really an awesome student. It's been a journey for her to get here, and I just want to say I'm super, super proud of her. She graduated in December and continues to stay involved with her school. She is currently working where she was hired on the spot, and to me it was no surprise. Because I think she can charm anybody. But I just want to say I'm super proud of her because she persevered, she overcame, and she didn't give up on herself. And I'm just so proud of you. So as a Mexicana, as a Latina, thank you for not giving up.
Hello, everyone. My name is Emily Weiss, and I'm a counselor in the far northeast. I have 4 of my 6 seniors here today, and overarchingly, all of them are some of the most hardworking, passionate, and dedicated people I've ever met. But individually, they're also really amazing people. This is Cameron Harris. Cameron is motivated and dedicated to his schoolwork and is a great, passionate leader. He's been involved in the Higher Ground summer camp for 3 or 4 years as a production team member, and he takes on great, amazing leadership skills. Next is Jesse Pride, and Jesse is a caring, compassionate individual. He has worked with students with developmental needs in his school. He cares for his grandma, his younger sibling, or younger nephews, nieces and nephews. And he wants to pursue a career in nursing, which I think is perfect. Next is Jaytalyn Mullins. Jaytalyn is a calm, quiet, compassionate leader as well. She's in the top of her class at Collegiate Prep Academy. She's been accepted to schools in California and here in Colorado, and ultimately chose Colorado State University on a full ride. She is interested in architecture and is very passionate about art. And finally, we have Junteria Davis. Junteria has gone to the Ryla Club. She is currently a Rotary Scholar, and her mentor is Luis. Junteria is joyful and always excited to see me when I come to school, which sometimes isn't the case all the time for all of our students. But she always has a smile, she's funny, she's engaging, and she wants to pursue a career in social work or social services. So again, some of the most hardworking people I've ever met, and I know they're going to do great and wonderful things. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having us. First, my name is Gabe Rodriguez. I'm an educational counselor with Denver Kids, and I've been here for a little over a year and had a chance to inherit a good group of young men, and the person who had come after me had done a fine job with them as well. But first, I'd like to introduce to you Bryce Van Poel Tuning. And Bryce has been with Denver Kids for 10 years and he goes to DSST, Stapleton, and he is a very active young man. He's in rugby and football and helps in his community, volunteering. And he plans on attending the University of Tuskegee, and with that, he wants to either major in civil or mechanical engineering and minor in business administration. So I believe that he's going to go far. He's got a beautiful smile, and when I visit him, he's always got this great smile like, "Hey, Gabe, how you doing?" And I think that's going to carry him a long way in life. He's very teachable, very respectable young man. Thank you, Bryce. Our next young man is Daniel Chavez, and Daniel Chavez has come through and overcome many adversities in life. And Daniel is an exceptional writer and loves mathematics, and he is outgoing, and you would never have a problem conversating with him because he could carry a conversation like no other. And he does speak his mind, which is a great thing to know what someone's actually thinking. And so I appreciate that. And Daniel plans on going to Emily Griffith to apprentice in being an electrician, and later going to New Mexico and doing a lot of other things. But one of his other key interests is farming, agriculture. So I think he's got a lot of opportunities there to do a lot of great things. And my next student is Ilio. And Ilio, he is quiet, but yet he is very smart. He's great at chemistry, and he is planning on going to the University of Northern Colorado to pursue a degree in chemistry, and then possibly the military, and then wants to basically be a pharmacist. And so he has done great things. He also has come over many adversities. He is the man of his home and cares for his brothers and sisters and helps his mother out quite a bit. And his mother is sure a proud woman of a great young man. And my next student is Foy Gregory. Foy Gregory is another awesome young man who's come over a lot of obstacles in his life, and he plans on attending Mesa. And he is a great baseball player. In fact, he goes by the name of Sosa. So if you ask him, he probably won't tell you his real name. He'll probably say Sosa. But yeah, and he does have some flavor and some spice in him. And he is another person who is very social, talk to you about anything, and just very transparent. And I'm just proud of him as well. Next student is Jose Conchas Rodriguez. And he plans on going to CCD, and then he plans on moving forward to the University of Colorado to be an engineer, and to be in the architectural field of that. And so he's also a person who's very helpful in the home, helps his parents out, and most importantly, he helps by getting good grades and doing the right things, and what parent could not be proud of that. And he's a great student, great attendance, and he has a lot of things going for him. And he is also a person who is very sociable, transparent, likes to talk to people. And he's one of those kids that you can call and say, "Hey, Denver Kids is having an event. Do you want to go?" He's like, "Sure, I'll go. I'll do it." So he likes to participate and gives of himself. The last student here is Samuel Holman. Samuel Holman has also overcome some obstacles in his life, and he is a great student, and he is very sociable, very transparent, and he also does some acting. He's very much involved in his church. From what I understand, he is a youth elder in his church, and he helps his community, and he goes to various places on mission trips with his church and does some pretty neat things for people who are struggling in those environments. That he plans on attending DU, and he's just an amazing guy. And I just know that he's going to go far, and all these guys are going to go far because they're very teachable, likable, and they've, of course, been with a great organization, Denver Kids. So these are my guys.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jesse Woodworth. I work in Southwest Denver. I have the pleasure of reintroducing Miguel Hernandez. He's obviously well-spoken and a super charismatic individual. In his spare time, he buys and flips cars. So if you're in the market, he's your guy. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Joel Hoffman. I'm an educational counselor with Denver Kids. My first young scholar here is Hector. Hector is the oldest of 3 brothers who are all enrolled in Denver Kids. He's the first member of his family to attend college, and he will be attending the University of Northern Colorado, where he will study journalism this fall. My next student is Keyshawn Williams. Keyshawn is the oldest of 7. He will be applying to an AmeriCorps organization called City Year in the fall, where hopefully he will be able to help students like him in the Denver community.
Good afternoon. My name is John Wettenkamp, and I'm a counselor in the far northeast. And this is my better half, Obadiah Oakley. So I'm in my first year with Denver Kids, and Obadiah is probably the student that I've gotten to know the best. He is a loyal brother, son, friend, a mentor to younger students, and a leader in his community. And he's going to do big things all over the globe. And Denver's going to miss him a lot when he takes his talents to New England next year to study jazz at the Hart School of Music in West Hartford, Connecticut. So, Obadiah Oakley.
Good afternoon. My name is Karina Weymouth, and I am honored to introduce to you 10 of my 14 seniors this year. First, I have Carolyn. She is an exceptional student at East. She is the second one to graduate from Denver Kids, and she is planning to attend Xavier University of Louisiana and pursue a pre-med degree, and then move forward to anesthesiology. Next, I have Elizabeth Miranda. She is the first one to graduate from high school in her family and will be the first one to go to college. She plans to attend CCD and pursue a degree in marketing. She has her mentor, Sofia Pedraza, for 9 years. Next, I have Gladys. Gladys is also the first one to graduate from high school in her family and first one to go to college. She currently attends East in the mornings and CEC in the afternoons and is doing the culinary track and plans to go to school to culinary school. Next, I have Jackie. Jackie will be the first one in her family to go to a 4-year college, so family very proud of her. She is planning to go to Mesa and pursue a degree in nursing. Marquisha. Marquisha was my first student that I signed up at Denver Kids, so very special. She is not Marquisha? Yeah, it's Marquisha. She is going to be the first student to go to college in her family. She's going to pursue a degree in forensic psychology at the University of Las Vegas. Next, I have Naomi. Naomi is also the second one to graduate from Denver Kids. She plans to attend Xavier University of Louisiana as well and major in criminal justice. Safari Daniels. Safari Daniels not only is earning her high school degree or diploma, she's also receiving her CNA certificate. She will attend Metro and pursue a degree in nursing. Savannah Francis, great leader in her school. She organized the first lacrosse tournament at her school, and she's actively involved in the Powell activity that the school runs every year. She plans to attend Fort Lewis or Central College and pursue a degree in athletic training. She also has a mentor of 7 years. And last but not least, Yahaira. She's also the first one to graduate from high school in her family, first one to go to college. She plans to attend Metro and major in sports medicine, and of course, play basketball. Oh my gosh, I skipped my, sorry, Gigi. Gigi is also very special because she's the 6th of 6 girls to graduate from Denver Kids. She is going to attend UNC and pursue a degree in business. And it will be really strange next year to come back and not have a member of the family in my caseload.
Yes! I've accepted! I'm going to college. It's official. But then you opened up the door. You opened up the door. I start to believe in something. Things and all my love and to somebody else. How do I know if I'll make it through? How do I know where's the proof in you?
All right. So, fellow Rotarians, if you were a member of Denver Rotary when Donna Hulteen was a member, could you please stand up for a moment? How about a round of applause in memory of Donna? And while you're standing, remain standing, please, because we are going to do everybody stand up and give a huge round of applause to our graduating students for their great accomplishment. When I see students like this, it breaks my heart because I wonder, where did I go wrong with my kids? I tell you. It's so impressive. But speaking of Donna Hulteen, Donna was truly special in the face that we always associated with Denver Kids for so long, and has led Denver Kids to the greatness that it is today. In 2008, the Donna Hulteen Award was created for a student that has academic achievement, attendance, community involvement, passion, and true interest in the future of their personal lives and the community. So today, we are truly honored to have Donna's husband, Wally Hulteen, to come to the microphone and present this coveted award. Please welcome him.
I'm pleased to reintroduce this year's winner of the Donna Hulteen Award to Claudia Nunez Medina, and she's going to come up to the stage with Darla Hera and Karen Joe, right? There we go. Claudia will graduate from East High School next month with a grade point average of 4.6 and a 94% attendance record. She's been a Denver Kid for over 9 years, and she's been active in many student organizations, including Student Council and Latin Students United. She's also participated in many activities and events through Denver Kids to develop her leadership skills and to set an example for other students. With all of her school and other outside activities, she also helps her mother, who is raising 3 children by herself. Claudia is a great student and a great person. She's a recipient of the Rotary High School Scholarship and is heading to California for college. She's been accepted at Loyola Marymount, at Chapman, and Pepperdine. And my personal recommendation is Pepperdine. Prototypical California, just like Stanford. minus academics, and plus beach. And then come back to Colorado. It is with extraordinary pride the Denver Rotary presents the Donna Hulteen Excellence Award to Claudia Nunez Medina.
Wow, what another great person representing Denver Kids. We just presented her also with a $500 scholarship check. So congratulations. Now, of course, Wally's claim to fame is that he was married to Donna, but he himself is a terrific guy too that has been a Rotarian for many years and involved in real estate here in Denver. So Wally, thank you very much for your leadership too. It's much appreciated. And so please help me welcome back to the podium Billy Brown, who's going to introduce our speaker.
Thank you, Andre. I am proud to have this person on our board of directors for Denver Kids. Unfortunately, amongst all the hoopla, I do not have her bio anymore. All I know is that she's extremely smart. She went to these Ivy League schools, Columbia, Harvard, Princeton, something of that order. And she is has a startup organization called Havenly that I've actually used. It's a virtual interior design company. I would recommend you check it out to upgrade your homes from one generation to the next. Without further ado, I just want to introduce Lee Mayer, board member, Denver Kids. Anyway, I'm gonna be quiet. Lee, round of applause.
Thanks, Billy. You do your best. So I'm going to get out from the podium a little, walk around. So as Billy mentioned, I'm Lee Mayer. I have been on the board of Denver Kids for a couple years. I've been a mentor to Talia, who's in middle school, for a couple years. And I have to tell you guys, first and foremost, to all of the people that are graduating today, congratulations. I don't know all of you, but I've heard many of your stories. What you guys have accomplished in the face of circumstances I can only imagine is phenomenal. And I am just so proud of you, and I hope you guys are proud of yourselves. And that, by the way, is the most important thing I'm going to say for the next 10 minutes. So if you want to check your phones, you can do that too. So to get started, I'm so honored to be here. I was so dumbfounded when Mark and Michelle asked me to speak today, partially because I felt like I wasn't that much older than you all. I could still remember being in your shoes. And then I told my husband this, and he promptly reminded me that the year that I graduated from high school was probably the year that many of you were born, 18 years ago. So I guess I am actually that old. And just to put it into context, actually, because I sort of took a step back and I looked at where I was when I was 17. So, the year that I graduated from high school, let me see if this works here. No. Try it again. Hold on. Sorry, technical difficulties. There we go. A man named Sean Carter released his first major label album as Jay-Z. Donald Trump was not running for president, but was building casinos. And the Denver Broncos had just won the Super Bowl. So I guess not that much has changed. And something else that I'm pretty sure hasn't changed from when I was 17 and sitting in your shoes and graduating from high school is the fact that a lot of adults are going to give you a lot of advice. And they're well-meaning people, and they're going to tell you things about the future and what you should do. Sisters, brothers, parents, teachers, friends. And if you're anything like me, you will listen politely and then completely forget about it. However, when I look back at the last 18 years, I realized that a couple of things, a couple of pieces of advice made it through my thick brain and have helped me become who I am. And so I'm going to relay those two pieces of advice to you. And, you know, I'm not smart enough to have come up with them myself, but I think they really sort of helped me grow as a person. But first, I want to tell you a little bit about me, since Billy did an okay job. You're totally fine. You're totally fine. That is true. Factually accurate. It's good that that intro was a little bit grandiose anyway for me. So anyway, let me tell you a little bit about me. So I grew up in the suburbs of Washington, D.C., in a town called Darnestown, Maryland. Now, back in the day, when I started elementary school, and that's me in elementary school, and you can sort of see my classmates, I actually looked different from everyone in school. I had darker skin. English is my second language, so I didn't speak English very well. I had a funny accent, and I was the outsider. I was the outsider. Has anyone here, have any of you guys felt like an outsider? Raise your hands. Ever felt like you didn't fit in? Yeah. That felt really horrible as a kid. I remember coming home crying, feeling like I didn't fit in, no one liked me, I didn't have friends. But one of the things, I wouldn't have it any other way, because one of the things that I realized is it created a drive in me to prove myself, to do better. And so many of you guys, I feel like, have that same drive. You all have overcome things that are hard. And I think that that is one of those things that I hope you hold on to as you get older. But enough about you, going back to me. So I graduated, I went to high school, and I graduated high school, and I remember sitting in your seats, and the world was just such a possibility. I was going to be a rock star, or an actress, or a world-famous author, or a CEO. I had so many dreams. And I went to Columbia for undergrad, and then I went to business school. I went to Harvard for my MBA. And those were times of incredible possibility, and I learned a lot from a lot of smart people. And then I graduated, and instead of becoming a rock star or an actress or a world-famous author, I became an investment banker, which, and some of you in the room, I'm sure, are in the finance profession. It's a wonderful profession, but it isn't anything close to what I had sort of expected to be doing. I spent a lot of my days in and out of meetings, looking at Excel spreadsheets, dealing with companies that weren't particularly inspiring to me at the time. And so I turned 30, and I quit my job. And so for those of you that don't have parents like mine, let me just tell you what my parents said. They said I was crazy. They said that I was doing the wrong thing, that I was leaving a job that I was frankly lucky to have, that I had all this education, and I really shouldn't be thinking about starting this, quote, little interior design company, because I was sacrificing stability and money for something that was sort of unclear, unsure. But here's what I saw at the time. I saw a $100 billion industry that no one had innovated again in for many years. I heard from all of my friends that they wanted a new model to do their home, to decorate their homes. And I just felt like there was something there. There was something there, there was an idea there was an opportunity there, and I felt like I was the girl to do it. And I knew nothing about interior design. I knew nothing about technology. I knew nothing about starting my own company. But the good news is, I'm kind of stupid. I'm stupid enough to not believe that I can't do it. So I was naive, and I went online, and I registered the domain name, and I took some online courses, and I built my first website. And I hired my couple of people, and I sort of boldly asked for meetings with some of the country's top venture capitalists. And I did that because I didn't know better. I didn't know what the risks were at the time. And it kind of worked. I mean, we've still got a long way to go. Havenly's got a long way to go. But most recently, we now provide jobs for over 300 people. We've just recently raised $13 million from some of the area and the country's top venture capitalists. And in our second year of business, we will do over $20 million in revenue. And I'm doing that all before the age of 35. And so what does that have to do with you? What does that have to do with you? So I promised you a couple of pieces of advice because these are the two things that I remember from when I was graduating from high school. And so that's my team, by the way. Aren't they adorable? And so the first one is you guys are going to go to college. You're going to get jobs. You're going to acquire what Andre sort of referred to as wisdom. And over the course of that, what will start to happen is what you know will take the place of what you notice. So I'm going to actually ask you guys, so are y'all awake back there? Everyone's awake? I'm going to ask you to do this little presentation, this little piece along with me. So you'll see on the screen here, so you'll see a number of words, and they're talking about colors. And so what I want you to do all together now, I want you to read the words to me. So just read the words together, starting from blue. So blue. Awesome. Y'all can read. That's awesome. Very proud of you. And now I want you to do something different. I want you to ignore what the words say, and I want you to read the colors to me in a row. So tell me what the colors are in sequence. All together now. Try it again. Yeah. I mean, you did pretty well, actually. I've done this before, and yeah, yeah. So, you know, interestingly enough, this is something that's the second time was a little harder, I'm guessing, for most of you. This is an interesting exercise. So it turns out this is an exercise that kids do better at. So the younger you are, the better you do at this exercise, the second exercise, than anything. And it's one of the strangest things. So do any of you guys have, do you have a 2 or a 3-year-old in your life? My husband's brother just had a baby and has a bunch of young kids. And I spent some time with him, and it's like a broken record. It's unbelievable. The only thing he asks is why. Why is the sky blue? Why is your hair brown? Why is 2 + 2 4? Why? 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 He notices everything. It's unbelievable. And I think one of the things that sort of dissipates from our lives as we get older and get more analytical and learn more and more stuff is we stop noticing things. We stop asking why. We stop considering the possibilities. And so the piece of advice that I was given, this is sort of a long-winded way of giving it to you, is remember to ask the question. So many times you get sort of forced into one lane, one avenue. And I think we don't ask the question why. So remember to do it. Should you be taking that job? Should you be going to that school? Should you be hanging out with that person? Whatever that is, just take the second to do it. And I promise you, you'll be able to see possibilities where they didn't exist before. The second piece of advice, so this is going to date me, because I know many of you are huge fans of Steph Curry, but when you're my height and have no basketball skills and grew up in the 90s, this guy is like a god. Does anyone know who he is? Yeah, Shaq. So I'm going to deliver you some advice. Oh, I was worried about that. I'm going to deliver you some advice that was delivered directly from that man himself. And so this is about, I'd say, the year 2000. And a woman I know was working with Shaq on his shoe line, on his new line of shoes. And so she was invited to dinner at his house, which of course I was incredibly jealous of. So the second I saw her the next time, I asked her to tell me all about it. And she talked about his house and him. At the time he was married, I think he still is. And what she told me this story that was super interesting. So this was the year 2000. Shaquille O'Neal had won, I think, all 3 MVP titles, so NBA Finals and All-Star Game. Pretty impressive, right? And she went to his house and she saw on his wall there were like a lot of pictures of him and his friends and him and Michael Jordan. But she realized there were no trophies. Those things. He didn't have them displayed anywhere at the home. So kind of as a joke, she was like, Shaq, where are the trophies? Where's the bling? And he told a really interesting story. He said that when he was growing up, his dad would when he won sports trophies, his dad would allow him to display them in the home for 1 month only. And then they'd go down into the basement. And can anyone think of why? I mean, it was just phenomenal to me. Can anyone think of why? So the reason was, his dad believed that if you're constantly looking at the past, you couldn't plan for the future. And if you weren't planning for the future, you couldn't go on to do bigger and bigger things. Simple, right? And so I think for so many of us, we think about the past, we let our failures and successes of our past dictate so much of what we do in the future. For you guys sitting here today, graduating, here's the important lesson. Celebrate today. You guys have done an amazing thing. You've come along an amazing journey. Celebrate it. Take the time, take the month to celebrate it. And then look at the future. What are you going to do? Who are you going to be? What are you going to start? Don't let the past dictate the destiny. Let the future dictate your destiny. And that's really all I have to say. So congratulations again, all of you. Really, really proud of you.
Wow, another inspirational moment. Truly fantastically. You know, I think the introduction that Billy did for you was perfect because you stood up here on your own merit. And I like introductions like Tom Brady likes his footballs, less inflated. So that was perfect, okay? Now, students, Rotary decided 30 years ago that we're going to undertake a tremendous mission, and that is to eradicate polio from the world. Polio is a word that probably doesn't mean much to you, but it's an illness that is still left in 2 countries, Afghanistan and Pakistan. Africa is about to be declared polio-free for the first time in its history. And we have done a donation to the Rotary Foundation for the Polio Fund on your behalf so that 50 children can be inoculated against polio for your presentation today. Thank you very much. Michelle Maldonado, where are you? Up here, stand up, please. So Michelle Maldonado is our own member and, of course, part of Denver Kids, and she has worked tirelessly to make today happen. Let's give her a round of applause, please. Students, please stand up for a moment. And reach into your pockets and grab that 4-way test medallion that I gave you. And what I'd like you to do is I'm going to lead you, I'm going to begin, but I want you to read it out loud, okay, with a strong voice and conviction all together of all the things we say and do. Is it the truth? Keep on going. Awesome. Let's give them another round of applause. That is the 4-way test. That is what Rotary lives and dies by. And that is truly how we guide our lives as Rotarians. I urge you to keep those with you, and they will be important for the rest of your life. Is it beneficial to all concerned? A lot of people have worked very, very hard on top of the work that you have done to get you to this room today. It is now going to be your turn to start to mentor other people and help them become you in the years to come. Shining lights in our community to push it forward and give it its full impetus to its fullest potential. I invite you to stay behind and come onto the stage for the picture as soon as we are done. Next week, it's going to be a fabulous presentation. Rotarians, this is one you don't want to miss and one that I urge you to bring a friend to. Rob Bridges has written the book on the autonomous car. And we had the city planner that came and told us on how the car, the electric autonomous car, is going to reshape our city. And to hear about how this car is going to be introduced is going to be Rob Bridges. So I urge you to bring friends. I already have a few people that are coming, and hope to see you next week. Thank you all for being here. Congratulations, students, and we stand adjourned.